Good Thursday morning to you. I'm meteorologist Matt Jones. We have a pretty active weather pattern setting up over the next several days. Multiple rounds of storms on the way to the Arklatex, but it's not going to be for everyone. The better chances of rain will be near that I-30 corridor and points northward. As you work your way farther south, closer to I-20, it is looking a lot drier. And then as we look towards the weekend, especially Sunday and into the start of next week, there's a chance of more widespread storms for the entire area as a stronger cold front moves in. So here's how our rain chances break down. As you can see, you get farther to the north and west, basically near Texarkana, and then especially there in northeast Texas and southeastern Oklahoma. That's where we have a pretty high likelihood of seeing those storms through today and tonight. That's about a 60% chance. Then as you work your way to the south and east, that drops to 40%, and then getting farther to the south, closer into northwest Louisiana, notice how that chance of rain really drops off quite a bit, down to about a 20% chance of rain. So here's a look at future track, and we'll time out these storm chances for you over the next couple of days, beginning at 7 o'clock this morning. Not a whole lot going on out there, although we could see some morning storms along and north of I-30, but really not expecting too much. Now, as we head towards the afternoon hours, though, you can see things will start to fire up once again right along the Red River, and those storms will once again impact the same places that were impacted for the last 24 hours, and that's going to be basically along and north of I-30. So southeast Oklahoma could see some pretty heavy rain that will attempt to make its way south. You can see that line that tries to form, but also notice as it encounters some much drier air farther south, it is really going to fall apart. So by the time it gets to places like Shreveport, probably not a whole lot left with that. We could still see a few showers overnight. And then looking ahead into our Friday, an active start to the day, especially farther to the north. Multiple rounds of storms are likely in the northern half of the Arklatex. And again, these will attempt to work their way south, but they will tend to kind of fizzle as they encounter that drier air. But I do think more of us at least have the chance of getting some rainfall tomorrow. And there is a severe risk today into tonight, especially off to the north and west, especially near the Red River. So southern Oklahoma, northern Texas, that's a slight risk, but that marginal category does extend into the northwest portions of the Arklatex, so we'll keep a close eye on that. Then here's our next bigger weather maker. This is the front we've been talking about now for the last several days, still on track for late in the weekend and early next week. And this looks to bring more widespread storms to the entire region, and some cooler air will follow. It's going to feel a bit more fall-like as we head into next week. So here's how the rain chances break down. We jump that to about a 30% chance tomorrow. So scatter storms for most of the area on Friday. Saturday looking dry, but then Sunday and Monday looking much more active as that stronger front moves in. And check out our rainfall forecast over the next 7 days. Really some pretty decent amounts for a large area here. If you're across the northern sections or western sections of the Arklatex, I mean, we could be looking at 2 to 3, maybe locally 4 inches of rain over the next 7 days. As you work your way to the south and east, that amount will taper off a bit, but still I think pretty much everyone across the Arklatex could see at least an inch of rain over the next week. Here's today's breakdown for you in the Shreveport-Bossier areas. Looking at a mainly dry forecast out there today. Temperatures will warm back into the mid-90s, so it's going to be a hot afternoon. 96 Natchitoches, Mandy 96, Coshada 94. San Augustine, you're at 95 today, Marshall 93, but much cooler again to the north, and that's the area that once again has that better rain chance, so Idabel only 84 and DeQueen at about 86 degrees. Here's your 7-day forecast. Scatter storms for tomorrow. We drop that temperature because of the rain and the cloud cover down to 86 for the high on Friday. We jump back into the 90s over the weekend. Then the storm chances start to ramp up late Sunday afternoon, lasting through Monday. A few lingering storms on Tuesday, and it will get much cooler next week too, with highs in the low to mid 80s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.